Hey, what's going on? Daniel here. So today we're talking about ads and paid advertising. And a few days ago, I put a poll up on my Instagram stories and I asked people if you could turn $260,000 into $750,000, would you do it? And the result of that poll was quite shocking because the majority of people said they still wouldn't do it, which I don't understand why. But when I went ahead and just, broke it down a little bit more, and I gave the analogy of if you could put in $1, a single dollar in a slot machine, and you can get $3 back, would you still do it? Then it started making sense to a lot of people. You see, with marketing, a lot of people, one, they don't think that they have the business that can make that kind of money, or there's no marketing sufficient enough to make them that kind of money. And that's one thing that we don't fail to see as online marketers, because we see these numbers, with other people. But as I have started to hone my skill over the last couple of years in digital marketing, I've helped people, really scale brands, six-figure brands from, 5 to 6 figures and beyond. Really starts to make sense because these numbers are just a result of knowing what works and knowing what doesn't work, and just refining and dialing down and honing in on the things that work. So if you are a business owner right now and you're not doing any form of marketing, one, you are depriving yourself of, the potential, the upside that lies in doing marketing, which is obviously making a lot of money. But not only that, you're also depriving people of the positives or the value in what your product or service has to give other people. And if you have, either that's a physical business or a product business, marketing is very essential. And I'm not talking, you just, showing up every single day, but imagine a system where you can not even show up physically or not even be present in your business, and it still keeps generating income for you over and over again. And that is what platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok has done for a lot of people, especially, the brands that I work with. I've seen people go from making 4 figures to making 5 figures, then 6 figures. And I've seen businesses go from 6 figures to multiple 7 figures in the space of months and sometimes even a few years. So if you are looking at all of these people and thinking, oh, I can't do that because that business must be special, they must have some specialized knowledge or skill in marketing and advertising, I want to tell you right now that that is not the case at all. If you have a product that works and you believe in your product and you believe in what it has to offer, in the promise of that product, it is very essential. It is important to put your product out there, to put it on the internet. In the case of this business right here that I put on the screen earlier, all of this was done in the space of 3 months. We spent close to $270,000 and we made $760,000 back. And this is like one of the low months, that I've been working with this brand now for about 7-8 months, and this is like one of the low months for us because June, July is when e-commerce just kind of go through some rocket phases, then it bounces back towards the holiday season. And this is not something that I think is only specific to certain businesses, and I think that every business has the potential to make this kind of return or make this kind of money in that business, as long as they understand what marketing is, you understand what works, what doesn't work, you understand your audience, you understand your product, and you can find a fit between your product and your audience. So if you're watching this right now, you're a business owner, this is your sign to either go invest in marketing or go learn it by yourself or hire someone who can do that for you, because failure to do that only means that your business is inevitably going to die a bad, horrible death, because marketing is the lifeblood of businesses. And if you're relying on organic marketing, maybe you are doing some TikTok shorts, whatever it is, relying on that to gain clients, you don't know what the algorithm might say or what might happen tomorrow. Now Facebook launched Threads a few days ago. A lot of people are jumping on that. Things are going to change pretty soon. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some type of algorithm change as well. So you need to have a surefire way, a tested way, proven way that you can generate sales on demand, and that's what paid advertising does for you. So if you're not investing to paid advertising, this is your time to go do that right now. This is your sign to go learn or invest in someone who knows paid advertising. And this is not, again, like I said, this is not just for for certain people. This is the type of information or data that bigger companies have, I would say 10, 15, 20 years ago, when paid advertising was not mainstream. Bigger companies like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Nike, Adidas, they have access to data. And the reason they have access to it is because they paid for it. It didn't come to them, because they just showed up one day. I mean, it came to them because they paid for it. We are in a pay to play landscape right now. And if you are not jumping on it, if you're not following that trend, then you're going to be left behind. So if you take anything away from this video, it is that this is the time to start investing in paid advertising. All of those things you've been doing is great. You have great landing pages, product pages, you have great copy, you have great products. All of that is good. But if you're not investing in paid advertising, you're going to be left behind sooner rather than later. So if you're looking to run ads, or maybe you want to learn how to run paid ads, whether Facebook and Instagram, that's one, TikTok and Google, you can reach out to me, schedule a call with me with the link in the description down below, and we can set something up and find what works for you. If this video has been helpful, consider subscribing, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section down below and I'll be sure to answer them. Again, my name is Daniel and I will see you in the next video.